Okay.
Hi, my name is Ken. I'm 34 this year. My wife and I are both self-employed and we are real estate professionals.
Yes. Yes, one.
We have a son, now he's 14 months, and we always feel very blessed because of our business. We are able to be a bit more flexible on timing and we are able to spend a bit more time with our son. We need to start to plan for his future because primary school, secondary school, people say that in Singapore, educational fees are quite expensive. But how expensive is expensive? How much do we need to cater? What kind of education will reflect on how much is the cost?
Enrichment courses. Subsequently for the tertiary, then I don't know, will he be going uni?
And also the experiential, go overseas. So I think we need to talk to somebody. I think I also want to understand what are the funds needed, and is it just education fund? Is there any other things we need to take note? Hi, I'm Ken here.
Hello, hi Ken.
Hello.
First of all, welcome to Provident. Perhaps we can, go in and have a chat and see whether I can be of any help for you.
Sure. Thank
Right?
you.
Come.
Come. Thank you.
Yeah.
My kid is 14 months now.
Wow, okay.
One of my concerns is that how should I systematically plan for him an educational fund? At the same time, is there any common blind spot that young parents like me should know?
Right.
Yeah.
Those are really very good questions. But I think most parents are quite concerned when it comes to university.
Okay.
Right? Whether be it local university or overseas. I know sometimes we don't have that desire, but sometimes we do not know that our child might need to go overseas. So that is a big ticket item that most parents are pretty concerned of.
Yeah.
My son is in university, local.
Okay.
It cost him about 10,000 a year. If it's a 3-year program, then the tuition fee is just 30. If it's a 4-year program, it's 40,000.
Okay.
Australia will probably cost about 120 to 130,000.
Wow. Okay.
That is the tuition fee alone. If you go to the States, it goes up some more. It can go up in the region of 250,000.
Wow.
Right? And that's today's value.
Yeah.
You probably have to adjust it by another 4% inflation. So you may end up needing to accumulate perhaps $500,000.
Okay.
So it's quite a huge amount.
Okay.
Your ability depends on many things, but of which one of the most important is time horizon. You mentioned you've got about 20 years. Your ability to take risks is pretty high. So if you are willing, you have the need and you can, then perhaps you can invest in a portfolio that's 100% in the stock market, equities. You have a much better chance of achieving that goal.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go on a 100% equities portfolio, you can expect a return of say anything between 6 to 7%.
6 to 7%.
Yeah, and if you are talking about endowment, you'll be very happy you get about 2%.
Okay.
But if you unwilling, you don't like it, then you might want to put a bit of bonds inside the portfolio, because what bonds will do is that it moderates the up and down of the portfolio so that it's not so bad. At least you are able to ride it through and get the returns. So something for you to consider.
Okay. Unit trust and ETF. So can you share with me the differences of unit trust and ETF, and which one should be more suitable for me?
ETF would be more suitable
Okay.
because the cost of investing is low.
Okay.
You don't have to bet your money on a manager to
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah,
You just
makes
take the
sense.
market return. From evidence, the market over the long run always go up. So you can just buy the ETF, okay, and cut down the cost. Cost matters a lot in investing.
Now, since that it's a low interest rate environment, what is the impact on my investment now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interest rate really only affects us in the short term. Right? So right now, with interest rate environment being low, well, yes, of course, you're worried about your cash parked in the bank not attracting a very high interest rate. If you're going to buy bonds directly because of the low interest rate environment, you are not going to get a very good return, not going to get a very good yield in the short term.
Yeah.
So you're worried for the short term, but the current interest rate environment should not affect your investment strategy for the long term. Do not be worried about that.
Thank you so much for your time. I think
welcome.
just for a very short period of time, I learned so much from you.
All the best to your journey of accumulating enough money for your child, but
Hopefully.
more importantly, all the best for your parenting journey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. The best takeaway is I think he covered a lot on my profile, on my needs, abilities and willingness. Since ETF is something that tracks the best companies of the countries, It makes a lot of sense to have regular investment or savings into ETF.
If we are going towards the ETF direction, maybe we don't park all in one basket. We can separate them. Although it's all ETF, we can have the overseas and the local one. Just that we may want to work on percentages.
Yeah, this is the reason why I want to discuss with you. So you're saying that ETF, but we can actually diversify local and overseas exposure also. Yeah.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Having flexibility in cash flow is quite important for us at this age. So ETF would be able to give us this flexibility. My son is only 14 months, so I have 20 years to play around. The amount we are looking at is about 50,000. I think just by simple maths, it's quite achievable. Every month we pump in about 200 or every year about 2,004. We will be able to easily achieve it.
Forward, backward.
So if the ETF eventually do very well, of course it's a bonus for us and we will have more for our kids' educational fund.